Hi everybody, my name is Roy Healy. I am a partner of the Triathlon Coaching Company. I'm also a British Triathlon Level 3 performance coach. As well as this, I have numerous qualifications in endurance, sports and fitness, as well as being a PT Level 3, and I hold diplomas in exercise referral, as well as diabetes and obesity, and a number of other strength and conditioning CPDs. Okay, so today what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give you a basic introduction to what we call our power stretch. It's a great little session we do every week. But what I wanted to do was sort of give people a little taster. Now, what we're going to look at is, first of all, is waking up what we call the anterior and posterior chains. Okay, so we want to warm them up. Because in strength and conditioning, it's really important that we warm up first for any exercise we do. So when you're even doing a few stretches, always warm up. So you've heard of the terms dynamic stretches, and static stretching. So dynamic stretches are those where we have a little bit of movement, so we gently warm up those muscles, okay, without taking them too far. Now, a couple of key things about stretching, a couple of key things about any form of exercise. It's always going to be mildly uncomfortable. That's the way exercise is, but it should never be painful. You hear the term, people use this term, no pain, no gain. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. If there's pain, you stop. It's as simple as that, guys. Now, I always say consult with your doctor or with a qualified coach or sports professional before you start any new, workouts, any new regimes. Now, before we start a workout, it's really important that you have with you a drink, and I always have a little hand towel there ready just to mop the brow. So I've just finished a nice little workout with one of my clients, again working on their ability to move, working through strength and conditioning. Okay, now, why do we do strength and conditioning? Well, it's really important for keeping muscles and joints healthy. It's as simple as that, yeah? We've all heard the term muscular imbalance, and this can lead to injuries, so strength and conditioning is perfect for injury prevention, and that's why we do it. So, the other thing is that as we age, so when you get into sort of my age, I've been doing endurance sports now for near on 40 years, so as we age, we tend to start losing our balance a little bit more. And also that sense of awareness, that peripheral sort of vision and that side of things, yeah? So it decreases. So a good strength and conditioning program will really help you and allow you to strengthen supporting muscles, even out those imbalances that are there, increase joint mobility, correct posture, really important about posture, how we stand, all that stuff. Most of us have sedentary lifestyles these days in terms of our jobs, because we're sat down maybe at computers and stuff like that, or driving vehicles, and we're not activating all these muscles, the core's not working and that sort of thing, yeah? It also talks about stabilising joints. We learn new patterns of movement, and we enhance coordination and peripheral skills. So, as I said, before we start, always make sure it's safe to do so. So, I'm just doing this in my living room, I'm showing you. I could have done it in the studio, but I thought, actually, I'll show you, we can just do it in the space of your own living room. You don't need a massive amount of space, you don't need any items to work with, although you can do. I love yoga blocks, I love bands, anything like that, and maybe a mat if you want to use a mat, okay? So, but apart from that, all you need is a safe area to work in, and jobs are good one. So we're going to start with anterior and posterior chain warm-up. So anterior, front. So chest, quadriceps, abdominals. That's your anterior, that's your front end, Posterior, as we know, glutes, hamstrings, your back. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with that, some nice, easy exercises that are going to gently warm the muscles up, okay? And then we're going to go into some of the, what we call the power stretches. Now, I use stretch, the term stretch, power stretch. It's slightly different. We're not just going to be holding a stretch. We're going to actually be doing some movement as well. And that's going to bring in some multiple joint movements. We're going to use those different planes for you to see how you're moving. We're looking at your balance, Now, mine is shocking at the moment. I'm just recovering from a hamstring injury. But what's really good is it helps you when you go through those through the exercises, that you can actually focus on that, and you can really lock in that core. When we talk about core, we're not just talking about abs. Anybody can have a set of abs if you've got low percentage of body fat. The key is a core is actually the whole chain around us. That's your back, as well as the front. Okay, so we're really going to be focusing on that, contracting the core, tensing up as such. Okay, so we're going to start with nice easy one, which is step throughs, just to get us warmed up nice and easy. And all we're going to do for this one is we're going to step forward, come up onto the toes, lift the arms nice and high. So, the main focus of this one is just to start to gently get the blood flowing, okay, as is with any good warm-up. So get the blood flowing. So as you can see, we are getting quite a few of the joints moving at once here, yeah? So we've got, as we come up onto the toes, we're working those ankle joints, working those knee joints, the hips are working, the glutes are engaging as we squeeze forward and we lift those arms nice and high. Okay, so we come nice and high, press up high, shoulders are working, chest is working. And you'll also notice as well that the scapulas, shoulder blades, they're also getting a nice cheeky little workout as well as you push those arms back at the top of the movement. Nice, so we're going to do this another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, so that's just nice and simple, starts getting the blood flowing. Now I would do that 3 times, okay? We're doing a short set now. You know, we're just going to run through everything once for you. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is the box twist in a split stance. So what's a split stance? Okay, quite simple. Split stance, we're just going to go from here. So straightening that back leg, weights coming through that front leg, okay? We've now got the core engaged. When I say core engaged, muscles are contracted, okay? So nice and simple. So we're now going to get into that position and we're going to assume we've got a box in front of us and we've got a shelf behind us. And I want you to keep the hips stable and you're just going to twist at the top. So what we're doing now is we're waking up this part of the anterior chain. And you can feel that as you go through, you can feel it, and as you, those of you with a little bit more range of movement will find that you're going a little bit further back. That's great, that's fine, yeah. Some people might only be able to go so far, okay? You might only be able to sort of come this far, yeah, before you start feeling that little stretch through the muscles. This is what I mean by the power stretch. Excuse me. Okay, ready? So we're going to change the split stance to the other side. We always go over the leading leg. I should have said that at the beginning. So straighten that leg out the back, weight through that front leg, onto the box, 3, 2, 1, and away. Nice. Lovely, so keep that working there. Working that anterior chain on this one. And our next one as well is going to be working anterior chain. And again, with this next one, we're using a split stance again. But again, we're looking now to wake up those obliques as much as waking up the hip as well, okay? So, really important. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, okay. Right, let's take it to the split stance once more. So this time, what I want you to do this time is going to bring the arms up. Okay, now as you can see, my elbows, shoulders all nicely in line, okay? I'm not dropping them, okay? And I'm not taking them too high. I'm keeping them all nicely in line. And what I'm then doing is I'm squeezing them back so that I engage the chest, okay? And engage those scapulas, those shoulder blades. And again, that weight through the front foot. Now, the leading hip, what we're going to do now is we're going to just tilt. So what we're doing is we're working hip and we are working the obliques. Okay, so we get a bang for our bucks. And that's it, so keep those arms locked in. If you feel them dropping, just reset and go again. Keep working, keep working. Go, go, go. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's take it to the other side. And the same again. Find your position. Raise the position. Yeah, never rush through, never rush through. Take your time. Warm-ups are really important. Okay, same again. Leading hip, here we go, 3, 2, 1, and away. So that lateral tilt, so as you can see, so by making sure that you're engaged, that you're keeping those shoulder blades engaged, yeah, we've also got that chest engagement, and we're really getting our bang for the buck when it comes to the obliques and the hips. Keep going. Push through, come on, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, and relax. Super. Okay, so our next one is we're going to do is the first of us, we're just going to start to move in a different plane. So everything at the moment has been frontal plane. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do a 10-2. So we want to start activating these stabilizer muscles, okay? Really important for any form of endurance sport, whether it's running, cycling, swimming, whatever. Stabilizer muscles are really important for all your sports, football, hockey, tennis, whatever you do, because of those movements, yeah? We don't just run in a straight line, okay? We have to move about, so it's really important that we get those stabilizer muscles activated, and we're going to do what we call the 10-2 split lunge. And that's just as simple. If you've got a clock, 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And it's nice and simple. We're going to step across at an angle and press back. Now, key with this one is you push back through the heel each time. Push back through the heel. Okay? We get that activation. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just nice and easy. Taking it 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Push it through. And this is the first of our starting to bring in those stabilizer muscles. Okay, so our next exercise that we're going to do for our warm up, bringing in stabilizer muscles, is the skater lunge. Okay, so very similar to what we're doing now, but we're taking the leg behind. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Lovely. So, skater lunge, as I was just saying, very similar, but all we're going to do this time is from this position here. So we're going to drop the leg behind and back into position. So you see the speed skaters, yeah, at the Olympics and at the Winter Olympics, it's pretty much that movement. Make sure we keep that core engaged, so keep that contraction in there, keep those muscles tense as we work through, yeah? Okay, here we go, 3, 2, 1, and go. I tend to do a little skip in the middle, bang, keep it going. Lovely, reaching forward, good. Keep going, keep going. So you can even feel the back muscles working on this, the rhomboids. Yeah, get everything working through the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, nice. Okay, lovely. Now, we're going to start working some of the power stretches. Now, one of the most understretched, parts of the body is the diaphragm. It's really important for the core. Okay, so you think, well, how do you work the diaphragm? Actually breathing. So good breathing exercises. So, we're going to start with 4 nice deep breaths. We're going to combine this with a lower back stretch, okay? So we're going to start with feet just about together. Leave a couple of inches between the feet, okay? And all we're going to do, nice deep breaths. We're going to go up, and as we come down, exhale. Here we go. Come on. That's 2. Really nice deep breath. Remember, don't hold the breath at the top. Here we go. Now on this one, I want you to roll it down nice and easy. Little bend in the knees. Roll yourself down. Yeah, nice and gently. Drop in the arms. Relax the head. As I said, a little bend in those knees and focus on your breathing as you're there. Now this is one of the few exercises where we do actually round the back. Okay, and the reason for that is obviously we are stretching these lower back muscles. Okay, here we go, ready to roll it up. Here we go. Bring so the head's elastic to come up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, once more, here we go. One more. Roll it down. Bend those knees. Roll it down. Nice. And hold it there. Relax the head. Relax the arms. Ready. Here we go. Head's elastic to come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this time we're still working the diaphragm. We're going to work frontal raise with the arms. So we're still working these joints. Okay? But this time we're going to stay at the top at vertical. When I say stay there, and we're going to work the lower back. Again, and we're going to work the spine. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This time at the top. Hold. Now we just look up and lean back ever so gently. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, back to vertical and release. Nice. We'll do one more of them. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. Hold at the top. Look up. Lean back. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to vertical and release. Nice. So that's the lower back, the spine. Yeah, we worked that area there. We've also worked the diaphragm. Okay, so the next bit we're going to work is these glutes. We're going to wake these glutes up even, yeah? Because we're sat on them most of the day, so they're becoming active. So we're going to start with good mornings, nice and simple. So we're going to start with a nice straight leg. Now, what I don't want you to do is hyperextend. Now, if you've got knee issues or you do tend to hyperextend, just put a little bend in. So as you can see, so rather than going straight, pushing back, yeah, either keep nice and locked in there or just have a little relaxation in there. The key for this one is a nice strong flat back. Keep the back strong. So, proud chest, distend our stomach a little bit, yeah. Bring those shoulder blades together and we're just going to bow forward. And keep the head and that neck in that neutral position. Lovely, bring it back up. Here we go. Yeah, so we're working through. Now, some of you will have seen this in the gym. Yeah, where people use a bar. Yeah. So the term is a good morning, and you can see why they call it that because of the movement itself. Nice. And again, you can progress or regress any of these exercises. And as you can see from this, you could add a bar to add a little bit of weight as you get more competent with the movements. Excellent. Keep it going. Keep it going. Give me 2 more. Nice, one more, here we go, lovely, excellent, super. So that's the first of the movements, that's the first of the glute and hamstring waker upper, yeah? So the next one is used on the Alexander technique, and again it's for spinal injuries, but it's a really great technique that helps to wake up the glutes, wake up the hamstrings, yeah? And also it does work into the lower back as well. So this one's a little bit like the can-can, so some of you have seen. So it's like, if you've seen the sprinter's lunge, so where the sprinter's lunge comes up and back like that, yeah? This one adds in a third movement. So as we go through, we go in, back, and then a straight kick leg up. So you're really gonna feel that hamstring snap and that glute snap in. When I say snap, I don't mean snap, yeah? I mean, you're gonna feel that little stretch as it activates. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 on each side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1. There's 3, and 4, and 5. Nice. Let's take it to the other side. Set yourself up. 3, 2, 1, and go. So I can tell from this, having recently recovered from just a little grade 1 tear, that the balance is still not 100% yet on this right leg, which is fine because I know where I am, yeah, so I'm working through that. And that's what you've got to remember, never push yourself too far, okay? And don't get frustrated, trust in the process, particularly when you're coming back from an injury. It's the easiest thing to try and do too much too soon, yeah? Don't go too hard too soon. Okay, so we're just going to take it onto the floor a little bit. So we're going to start first of all with a kneeling hip flexor and quad stretch. Okay, so hip flexors, as we know, or as a lot of people know, are this part here at the front of the top of the quads, okay, into the hips, and down into the quadriceps, yeah? These are hip flexors. A lot of people get a lot of pain in there. Okay, tightness in that can cause a lot of imbalance and stuff like that, so we need to really sort of work on those areas. So, the kneeling hip flexor is quite simple, so I'm going to show you just from the side. So, I'm going to drop in from there. So, as you can see, my ankle at the back, so my ankle, okay, I'm not holding the toe up, I'm pushing it down, yeah? So it's in that flexion position. The leg at the front now is going to go forward. Now we're taking it slightly further forward. As you can see, it's at a slight angle. Okay, so from here now, the core's engaged. Now this is really important. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work it forward. Hold, 2, 3. Then we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold. Okay, nice. So those pulses are really important. But this is also really important, keeping this core engaged. Yeah, I keep talking about core engagement, yeah. It's easier said than done, but it's about knowing where you are, yeah. So it's keeping that tense, keeping those muscles contracted. Now if we get too floppy, then obviously we're losing the benefits. Okay, ready with about 8 pulses again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, let's take it to the other side. I'm going to come straight onto you this time. Okay, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and take it in. Here we go. Press that forward. Hold the position. Are you ready? Ready? And we're going to pulse. Ready for 8 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold. Nice. So you know the pulses help you get a little bit deeper into that stretch each time. I could talk Golgi tendon organs and stuff like that, but I won't. Here we go. Ready? Pulse again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Nice. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice. Gentle. Lovely. Okay. Our next one, what we're going to do is we're going to take it into a reclined figure 4. So this is where we lie on our back. Now, some of you will see that the figure 4 has been done where an athlete, you'll see an athlete, someone they'll be in this position like this. We're going to do this in the reclined position. You can also do it in a seated position. So exactly the same. So bringing the leg into that position and applying just a gentle bit of pressure onto the knee to press it down. So, but it's more effective if you can either do it from this standing position or from the reclined position, which I find is the best position. But each to their own. Okay, so into position. Hopefully you can see me okay there. So I'm just going to roll it back, and then I'm going to bring the leg up. Now, to progress this, you can grab behind the leg and pull. Yeah. Alternatively, you can just leave that foot down, bring the foot towards the glute, and just gently press it on the knee. And again, we're going to hold that there, and you're going to hold it. Now, most stretches we want to work on are progression stretches. You know, you've got maintenance stretches straight after, say, a workout, just something nice and easy. But if you're doing a proper stretch session, you want to be trying to hold those stretches for anything, certainly up to a minute, and if not longer in some cases. Okay, ready? Let's switch it over to the other side. So, again, switch it over, bring that one up, and again, recline figure 4. And again, you can either pull the leg up or just gently press against the knee, which I'm doing. Nice, hold it there. And again, we're just going to hold it just for a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely, super, excellent. Now, okay, so we've got a couple left to do, and then I'll leave you in peace. So we've done the reclined figure 4. What we're going to do now is another real important part of the core is the pelvis. So really great move for the pelvis area is obviously the bridge, the glute bridge. So there's different ways of doing this. You can add weight to the bridge and that sort. But we're going to do glute bridges where we're going to come up and down. We're going to do 10 for the purpose of this. Okay. So the really important thing about this is that we push the weight through those shoulders as we come up. So as we come up, we need to be nicely in line. You need to make sure that you're looking, so you're nice, long, straight line. You don't want to be dropping the bum. You should feel those glutes engage as you bring it up. Then we're going to drop it down, okay? So are you ready? Here we go. We're going to do 10, yeah, and we're going to hold pause for 2 seconds for each one at the top. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. And hold, 2, 3, and release. Ready? Go. 2, 3, and release. Ready? Go. 2, 3, and release. That's 3. Ready? And go. 2, 3, and release. Ready, here we go. 2, 3, release. Come on, that's halfway. Here we go. 2, 3, release. Good. Take it up. 2, 3, release. And again. 2, 3, and release. 2 to go. Take it up. 2, 3, and release. Final one. 2, 3, and release. Lovely. Roll it up. Bring yourself up. Okay. Here we go. Final couple of moves. So, pigeon pose. Okay, so some of you will see pigeon pose. It's a good yoga pose. Really great. And this is a brilliant, absolutely brilliant for obviously thighs, the thorax. It works the abdomens. It works the chest. It works the spine. It even works the ankles. It's an absolutely brilliant stretch or pose to use. And again, you can focus on your breathing. So you're also working that diaphragm while you're breathing. So nice and simple. So pigeon pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the leg in front. Now, some people are going to be more flexible than others. Now, with a pigeon pose, so it's really important is that we drop into this position. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you from the side as well. So that leg's going straight out of the back. Okay, chest is nice and high. Now, as I just said to you that some people are going to be more flexible than others. And you'll see people will drop down into the pose, okay, and take it nice and flat. You're more than welcome to do that. And that again is just going to really enhance the stretch. So it's going to progress it. But if you're just starting out, you might just want to be in a high position. Now this is where you can use a couple of yoga blocks, really handy. So you can just have a block each side. And that just gives you a little bit of support, okay? And as it happens, I do have a couple of yoga blocks to hand, okay? So let me put myself back into that pose for you. So you can use those yoga blocks just to help you maintain the pose. Because some people find it difficult, you know, holding the pose because there's a lot of pressure going through the shoulders and that. Yeah, so as your strength increases, yeah, you can then get rid of the blocks. You know, if you're really still limited on strength, you can bring it higher still just by turning the blocks. Okay, let's take it to the other side. Here we go. And we just bring that leg under at the front. Here we go. And I'm just using the blocks for this one. Pure and simple, because I've just had a really good workout before we did this video for you guys. Lovely. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay. Now what I want you to do now is, again, I want you to, as you can see, my knees are quite far apart. So my toes are pointing in, okay, and my knees are coming out far. We're going into child's pose, okay? And a lot of people see child's pose as just as a rest, but actually it's really good for the hips, the thighs, the ankle, and the spine as we rest. Okay, and again, focus on that breathing. Once again, you can use yoga blocks if you need to, okay, if you're not quite as flexible. So I'm going to show you with and without. So we're in the position there. We're just going to roll back. Nice. And you should feel just that little bit of pressure coming through. And just hold the position there. And again, focus on the breathing. Nice deep breaths. Lovely. While you're holding the pose there, I'm just going to come onto the yoga blocks just to show you guys that you can also do it from the yoga block. So you can do it from 7 positions, from a flat position, and just resting the arms on it. From a slightly higher position on the side on. And again, I tend to just bring it out slightly so you just down a little bit. Yeah. Or if you're still struggling to get that far down, just hold it, hold them high. Yeah, and hold them in the position there. And if you can, just drop yourself down a little bit. Okay. But never go beyond your limits, guys. Lovely. Okay, ready to bring yourself out of that position. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring ourselves out of the child's pose, roll ourselves up onto the all 4 position. Okay, from here now we're going to roll straight forward into Cobra. Nice Cobra position. Here we go. Upward facing dog. So we're going to lift our legs up off the ground into downward facing dog. Then we bring ourselves up, and then we're going to slowly walk those hands and feet together. And then we're going to roll up, make sure the head's the last thing to come up. 3, 2, 1. And we always finish with a nice little bit of breathing, because this one don't get worked enough. Yeah, the diaphragm. Here we go. One more. Lovely. Guys, hope you enjoyed that. That's a little intro into power stretch. We do a lot more normally. Obviously, we'll hold those poses for a lot longer. We'll run through a few rotations, but we'll really work the whole body when we do the power stretch. You know, it's really important that we do that and we keep on top of it. If you can, even just doing a few of those stretches, you know, for 10 minutes, if you can every day, if not every other day. But the way I say it is, if you can change one thing each day, yeah, it'll help you then make it become a habit, yeah? And it's the old saying, it takes 21 days to form a habit, it only takes 3 days, you know, to ruin it. So obviously Christmas will tend to ruin a lot of habits. But listen guys, have a great Christmas. Thanks for watching the video. Enjoy, take care, bye.